One fateful day, during a rare rainstorm in Taju, Sarah's car broke down on a deserted street. She had left the office late, frustrated by a long and draining day. The rain poured relentlessly, and as she stood by her car, soaked and trying to get a signal on her phone, panic began to set in. Just as she was about to give up, a figure appeared through the rain. Sarah Williams was the epitome of sophistication. Raised in a wealthy family, she had spent most of her life traveling the world, attending the best schools, and enjoying the luxuries her parents' fortune afforded her. At 28, she was a successful business consultant, working at one of the top firms in the city. Sarah was ambitious, intelligent, and fiercely independent, but her success came at the cost of deep loneliness. Emily Stone, on the other hand, was a self-made woman. Coming from a humble background, she had worked tirelessly to establish her small boutique in the heart of Taju. At 26, Emily was warm, nurturing, and full of life. Her smile was infectious, and her kindness knew no bounds. She had learned early in life that she could only rely on herself, and she wore her resilience like a badge of honor. One fateful day, during a rare rainstorm in Taju, Sarah's car broke down on a deserted street. She had left the office late, frustrated by a long and draining day. The rain poured relentlessly, and as she stood by her car, soaked and trying to get a signal on her phone, panic began to set in. Just as she was about to give up, a figure appeared through the rain. It was Emily, who was on her way back from a late delivery for her boutique. Seeing Sarah's distress, Emily stopped without hesitation. Despite being drenched herself, she offered Sarah a ride to the nearest service station. Sarah, initially wary, accepted the offer, and as they drove through the rain, an unexpected bond began to form. After that rainy night, Sarah and Emily became fast friends. Despite their different backgrounds, they found solace in each other's company. Sarah was drawn to Emily's warmth and genuineness, while Emily admired Sarah's strength and ambition. They started spending more time together, exploring the city, sharing stories, and supporting each other in ways neither had experienced before. Sarah introduced Emily to a world of fine dining, exclusive events, and high society, while Emily grounded Sarah with the simple joys of life. A homemade meal, a walk in the park, or an evening spent talking about their dreams and fears. They were inseparable, and soon, their friendship deepened into a sisterly bond that neither had expected. But as with all things in life, their friendship would soon be tested. The cracks began to show when Emily's boutique started gaining attention. Her unique designs caught the eye of a famous fashion blogger, and soon, her small shop was the talk of the town. Orders poured in, and Emily's business boomed. While Sarah was genuinely happy for her friend's success, a part of her couldn't help but feel envious. Emily had managed to achieve something she had always wanted, a life of passion and fulfillment outside of the corporate grind. The jealousy grew silently within Sarah, manifesting in subtle ways. Snide remarks about Emily's lack of business experience, dismissive comments about her newfound fame. Emily noticed the change in Sarah's behavior but brushed it off, believing it to be the result of stress from work. However, the tension reached a boiling point when Sarah, in a moment of weakness, belittled Emily's success in front of a group of mutual friends. Emily, hurt and humiliated, confronted Sarah. The argument escalated into a heated exchange, with both women hurling painful truths at each other. Emily accused Sarah of being controlling and insecure, while Sarah accused Emily of forgetting where she came from. The argument ended with both women storming off in opposite directions, their friendship seemingly shattered. Days turned into weeks, and the once inseparable friends became strangers. Both Sarah and Emily were too proud to reach out, but deep down they missed each other terribly. Sarah threw herself into her work, but the emptiness gnawed at her. Emily, meanwhile, struggled to focus on her boutique, her heart heavy with regret. One night, Sarah received a call from Emily's number. It wasn't Emily on the other end, but a nurse from a hospital in Taju. Emily had been in an accident, a car crash while making a late-night delivery. She was in critical condition. Sarah rushed to the hospital, her heart pounding with fear and guilt. As she sat by Emily's bedside, watching her friend fight for her life, Sarah realized just how much Emily meant to her. She couldn't lose her, not like this. In a moment of vulnerability, Sarah broke down and confessed everything to Emily, who was unconscious. She admitted her jealousy, her insecurities, and how much she regretted their fight. Sarah begged for Emily's forgiveness, promising to be a better friend, a better sister. Emily eventually recovered, and when she finally opened her eyes, Sarah was the first person she saw. Though weak, Emily managed a small smile. Sarah's eyes filled with tears, and she took Emily's hand, whispering apologies and words of love. Emily, with a tearful smile, forgave Sarah, understanding that their friendship was too precious to lose over petty emotions. The two women reconciled, their bond stronger than ever. They realized that true friendship wasn't about perfection. It was about understanding, forgiveness, and the willingness to fight for each other, even in the darkest of times. Just when it seemed like things were back on track, life threw another curveball at Sarah and Emily. Sarah's company was on the verge of a major merger, and she was offered a promotion that required her to move to another city. The opportunity was too good to pass up, but it meant leaving behind everything she knew, including Emily. Meanwhile, Emily, overwhelmed by the pressure of running her boutique alone, had decided to take a break. She closed her shop and went to stay with her family in the countryside, hoping to find some peace and clarity. Months passed, and both women tried to move on with their lives. Sarah excelled in her new role, but the excitement of her success was overshadowed by the emptiness she felt without Emily. Emily, on the other hand, found solace in the simplicity of the countryside but couldn't stop thinking about Sarah. One day, Emily received an unexpected visitor, Sarah's mother, who had come to check on her. The two women talked for hours, and Emily confessed everything: her struggles, her fears, and how much she missed Sarah. Sarah's mother listened patiently and then handed Emily a letter from Sarah. In the letter, Sarah poured out her heart, expressing how much she missed Emily and how sorry she was for leaving without resolving things between them. She confessed that life without Emily felt incomplete and that she would do anything to mend their friendship. Moved by Sarah's words, Emily decided it was time to go back to Taju. Back in Taju, Emily reopened her boutique, determined to rebuild her business and her friendship with Sarah. She reached out to Sarah, who immediately agreed to meet. When they saw each other again, it was as if no time had passed. They embraced, tears streaming down their faces, and vowed never to let anything come between them again. The two friends spent hours talking, sharing their experiences over the past few months. Sarah offered to help Emily with her boutique, using her business skills to turn things around. Emily, in turn, promised to be there for Sarah, supporting her in every way she could. Together, they faced the challenges that life threw at them, stronger and more united than ever before. They had been through jealousy, anger, and heartbreak, but in the end, their bond emerged victorious. As time passed, Sarah and Emily's friendship deepened into a sisterhood that neither had ever expected. They celebrated each other's successes, supported each other through failures, and stood by each other through every storm. Their journey was a testament to the power of true friendship, the kind that is not easily broken, the kind that withstands the test of time. Moral lessons of the story: true friendship is a rare and precious gift. It requires understanding, forgiveness, and the willingness to fight for each other, even when times are tough. Jealousy and misunderstandings can threaten to tear it apart, but with love, communication, and mutual respect, friendship can grow stronger and deeper, turning friends into sisters. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to Glory's Place for more stories like this. Bye, see you in my next video.